Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about this hair that I have in my head. I have had this hair for a while now. I'm just getting around to rocking the wig and coloring it. So you probably have seen me wearing this on Instagram for probably a few weeks now, but here's the video finally showing you how I got this color. So let's get into it. Alright, let's talk about what I have in my head. You guys know Closure Berries Fashion Hair on AliExpress. I am rocking a 613 14 inches blonde body wave, and this is a 6x6. They used to only sell 5x5s, but they have 6x6 available now. Of course, transparent lace. And then the bundles are from Nadula Hair. So when I initially made this wig, these bundles were 16 inches. I obviously have cut them. So I would say this is probably like a 14-inch wig right now. And I have it in a blunt cut. I don't have any face framing layers or anything. That's just the closure doing its thing. Maybe this was a 12-inch closure. I don't know. It was a 12 to 14-inch closure, but these bundles were definitely a lot longer, and then I cut them down. So while I'm talking, I will be leaving a video right here so you can watch how I did it. So initially, obviously the hair was 613. I went in with a shadow root using the light ash brown color, and I'm showing you right now how I applied it. I just mixed it up. You know, the Revlon Color Silk comes with the developer and the color already, so I just mixed it up and put it in a bowl and applied it using a application brush on the roots of the hair, and then I let it process, rinsed it out with some purple shampoo and purple conditioner, and then I also used, for conditioner, I used the silicone mix, and then I let it go, and then that was it. But that silicone mix did not help this hair for some reason. Like, it'll help every other hair that I have bleached and stuff, but it didn't help this. So I actually had to use a different conditioner and shampoo trio after I colored it the second time. Alright, so after a few days, I decided it wasn't the color that I wanted it to be, so I went in with another Revlon Color Silk permanent color, and this was in medium ash brown. So the first time I used light ash brown, this one was medium. As you can see, the roots are a lot darker, and then in order to get the color on the end, I just let the color bleed through the rest of the hair, and this is how it turned out. So just like before, I did use purple shampoo, but I mixed in a little bit of this OGX Extra Strength coconut shampoo. And this really helped keep the hair really soft, because you guys know I usually don't shampoo my blonde hair, but you know, when you have color in it, you kind of have to get that excess color out of it, because the color is going to mess with the pH of the hair. It's going to make it more damage than it needs to be if you leave it on for too long. So I used a neutralizing shampoo, a purple shampoo, and I used this. I just mixed them all together. Those were not 3 separate steps. I just put a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I think this one is definitely a game changer, because I have since used it on a lot of my other wigs, and I love it. And I bought this off Amazon. I'll be leaving the links to everything that I use down below in the description box, just in case you want to check them out. And then after I rinsed the shampoo out, I went in with this Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. Now, I didn't use the silicone mix for the second time around, because it didn't work the first time. Like, it got the hair a little bit soft, but it was still looking dry as hell. You probably saw it in another video, and I literally mention, do not mind this dry ass weave on my head. So I decided just on a whim to pick this up off Amazon, and this is amazing. Now, I have used the Aussie Moist conditioner before, but this is the 3-Minute Miracle Moist. So you're only supposed to leave it on for 3 minutes, but you know, my ass left it on all night, rinsed it out with warm water, and my hair was looking good. Now, this is 4-day-old hair. I need to rewash it in a couple of days, because it is looking a little bit dry. Some of the hair is breaking off. But what I usually do to refresh this wig, because it does tend to be on the dry side, I just spray it down with a little bit of conditioner and warm water, and then let it air dry and go about my day. Now, I don't do that every day. I do it about every 3 to 4 days, and then once a week I do the cleanse with the shampoo, and then the deep condition overnight. So this is what it looks like, like I said, after 4 days. It's dry, especially around the closure area, but it still has movement. And like, this color is everything. This is my perfect winter blonde that I like to rock. I mean, there's different tones of blonde that, you know, people can have, but I like the more ashy grayish tones, even though I'm a neutral undertone, and sometimes it can make me look a little, you know, casket ready. But since I have makeup on, I have bronzer and all that jazz on, it just, this wig looks so good, okay? But let's talk about the hair. So the closure, I sealed it with my Dritz fabric glue. Well, I have a mixture now. It used to just be Dritz fabric glue, but I mix a little bit of the Bold Hold Active into it. Not too much because it'll leave that sticky residue, but I do find if I add a little bit of that lace glue in with the Dritz, it seals the wefts a lot better than just Dritz by itself. And then for the hair doesn't get as dry as the closure does, but I do get a little bit of tangling here in the back area, especially after a week worth of wear. So what I do, like I said, when I refresh my wigs, I just comb it out. So it's not gonna gnat up like right like the first day, but the second day you're gonna have some tangles. Like you're gonna be like, oh, it's not like right now, it's not as easy to run my hands through the nape of this hair like it is right here. All right, so I mean, a lot of hair does that, and since this was already bleached, like it's not like I have 100% virgin hair to start with. It has already been processed, and then on top of that, I put more chemicals on it. So in the overall scheme of things, I think this hair is a lot better quality than I have had in the past. Now, would I choose to have this in longer lengths? No, I would not. If I was going to do a long blonde wig, I'd probably invest a little bit more coin, maybe go for like peak mill hair. I'd probably use like blonde peak mill hair if I wanted a long blonde wig, but that's just not my jam. I tend to keep my wigs about 16 inches and shorter. So, and since this is a wig and it's not sewn in, I can take it off my head and literally microwave it with some deep conditioner in it, rinse it out, and plop it right back on. If you have a sew-in, you can't really do that. So that's why you have to invest a little bit more in your hair if you plan on sewing it in for long periods of time. So this is not attached to my head. I have on my little beige wig cap underneath, and I have an elastic band securing it to my head. I did do a little bit of baby hair. This wig has been molded to my head at this point because I wear it so often. So I don't even have to reposition the baby hair when I put it on. It's just naturally like that now because I have worn this wig so often. This is a 6x6 closure, like I said, so I can't put it in a ponytail, but I have cut a few little sideburns down here on the side, so when I move my hair like this, you don't see any of the cap. As far as longevity, I think if I keep up with these two products, then I'm going to be golden. Because this one especially turns rags into riches, okay? We're talking like straw into satin. This stuff is amazing. Like I said, I will leave it down below in the description box, the Amazon link if you want to check it out. So if you guys like this look, definitely try to do it yourself. It's super easy. And if you have just, you know, a blonde wig hanging around, do your thing, girl. However, if you are trying to do this on your natural hair, I highly suggest you don't, because I'm not a professional. And if you have bleached a wig, like say you have the ends and you want it to have this like ashy brown color, don't do that either, because I have no idea how this is going to work on hair that's not completely 6/13. So if you're rocking like a 27 or a 30, I don't know how this is going to work out for you if you try it. So don't say that I didn't warn you. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, then please give me a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. And I hope to see you in the next video.